come back this short as far as a turnaround from when they graduate. One of the highlights for us is when we do get people to come back who have graduated, gone through the program, come back and then talk to you about what's going on. And I think it's quite an honor for them to be requested to come back already in such a short turnaround. And as always for this year, we've talked about not what their athletic accomplishments are, but a little bit deeper. And when you look at Brock coming back, and I've got to name them so that you know the difference between who I'm talking about. When you look at Brock, all in, right? And I think he's the one that started the both hands in because we're all in last year. Went through the summer with us as far as coming back, making sure that he was around, checking on people, and then as he was getting ready to go play in the Shrine Bowl, coming back and getting himself ready a little bit. And then I'm not sure how many Fridays he's missed, but it hasn't been very many, coming back to be a part of what we started. And then Cory, I don't know that we need to talk anymore other than 8:30 weightlifting session. I'm not sure how many of you know that he created that, what you did at 8:30, and he ran it all summer. That's pretty impressive for two young men to be that in what it is that we do. So, without any more introduction, if you would, give a nice cordial welcome to alumnus.
Basically 4 things we're going to talk about, and that's commitment, faith, having a chip on your shoulder, and what the program meant to me. So first off, commitment. I have a little quote. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and a focused effort. So I was told your theme of the week was commitment, so I'm obviously going to talk a little bit about that. And commitment is the first step to success, and what are you going to commit to? Well, commit to excellence, all right? If you're going to do something half-hearted, you're going to get half-hearted results, and I know none of you guys want half-hearted results. And so you're either in or you're out. There's no such thing as life in between. And by now you've found out who you think is committed. When your backs are against the wall in a tough situation and you're in a slump, you're going to find out who is committed by who lifts you up, who makes big plays, who gets you out of that slump. And so at this point in the season, it's really about committing to a game plan that your coach is going to set out. And buying into it with reckless abandon, and being committed as hard as you can to every single play. And next I'm going to talk about faith. Now, faith is not belief. They are different. Belief is passive, and faith is active. And once you commit to a game plan, you got to have faith in it. You got to have faith in the plays your coach is going to call. You got to have faith in your teammates to get their job done so you can get your job done to the best of your ability. And you better have faith in the fact that they're counting on you to get your job done every single play. And the biggest thing is have faith in yourself to make big plays, and trust yourself to make big plays, otherwise you can't. And so when you're in a slump, trust yourself to go make a big play and get everybody out of it, and trust yourself to pick people up when they need to be picked up. And that kind of ties into having a confidence about yourself, which is a chip on your shoulder. And so I really like the documentary 30 for 30, The U. Well, they had a chip on their shoulder, maybe a little more than you guys need to, but I think it's very important to put a chip on your shoulder and tie it back into faith, that you prepared all summer long for these games and all week long for this opponent, and you know you can beat them. And every team, losing isn't even an option. They step on the field, they know they can beat anybody they play. And so I think that's the next step of this program, is stepping onto a field and saying that it's our field now. And every single week, a team can't beat you guys. That's going to be your mindset from now on. Every single team we should take seriously and dismantle them. Like losing isn't even an option. And so that's what having a chip on your shoulder is to me. And I know I play with it, and Cory plays with it, but I think as a team and as a whole, that's something that you guys in Norwalk as a program can work on. And what the program meant to me, I love playing football like anybody in this room would say. It was a great 4 years, and my senior year was fantastic. Like Patterson said, I really committed to the program, not just to make myself a better player, but to help my teammates become better players. And I have faith in the program and the coaches and my teammates to get their job done. And I like to think I played with a chip on my shoulder. And so I'm preaching to you things that I did. I wouldn't ask you to do something that I didn't do. So I'm telling you things that I did, and it worked out all right. And I love everybody sitting in this room. Like I said, senior year was the greatest time of my life. It was definitely my favorite football year. And it'll probably continue to be through my next 4 years. And And it sounds corny, but you guys are really like my family. That's why I come back all the time. I love watching you guys play well and play with the passion that I would want you to play with if I was still around. And so I'm going to close out with some advice and some requests. And so my advice is going to be corny, but it's true. Leave nothing on the field. You hear it all the time. Play every play as if it's your last play, because one day it's going to be, and that day is coming a whole lot faster than you want to admit or you realize. And do your best. That's all people can ask you. Do your best and give fantastic effort on every single play. Commit to every play and give great effort, and the win will take care of itself. And now, request Logan, stand up. I love watching Logan play because of the passion and the fire he plays with. If you make a big play, you are going to hurt somebody because you make a big play and you're celebrating so hard with your teammate. And the thing is when somebody else makes a big play, you're just as fired up. And so if you get one thing from this speech, he said, if you get one thing from this speech, play with the passion and emotion and effort Logan plays with tonight as a team, and the win's going to take care of itself. Make sure that ADN realizes how much it sucks to put us on their schedule tonight, and leave no doubt on the field. All right? Thank you for the opportunity. I hand it over to Cory now. He's going to talk about something. I'm a little nervous.
To start off, I want to thank Patterson and players that I was able to work with this summer. That opportunity is amazing. Commitment. Got a little quote started off. When you're surrounded by people who share passion and commitment to a common purpose, anything's possible, anything's achievable. I'm going to go on a few points that I think really relate back to commitment. The first one is fear. Fear is kind of dictates everything we do. I think some of you guys are scared, and I'm not talking like some of you guys are scared to get hit hard, beat on a play, because that happens. I think some of you guys are scared to commit everything you have to this program to each other, because there's a chance it might not work out in your favor, and it could just be maybe a waste of time or waste of effort, you think. But I mean, you got to give everything you have, and you got to realize that fear is there, because it is. It's very real. But you got to get past that fear, because if you don't commit now, one of these days it's going to be too late. And as soon as that last play hits or that last drive, regret's going to get straight into your mind. You're going to wish, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done this. That's this way, or committed this hard, or done this. The thing I probably miss the most, I wouldn't say I really regret anything, because I think I really pushed myself. But the thing I probably miss the most is summer, like training with you guys. Either core day or winning edge. When you're down on your knees, you feel like you can taste blood because you push yourself so hard, and you just have your teammates right there. They're there helping you. They're telling you, oh, you can do this. You got one more. Or you're getting up from you're on your knees, but you're getting up, and you're like, oh, you can do one more. You got this. You got more. That's why I miss morning. The next point I want to go on is it's never too much when you're committed. I think there's two ways. Either you're committed to excuses or you're committed to progress. People that are committed to excuses, these people are in abundance. You see them everywhere. Everyone in here knows someone that's committed to excuses. And maybe some of you guys are those people. I hope not. But these are the people that are going to blame others. They miss a tackle on play. They're going to be like, oh, well, the person in front of me should have done this, should have wrong shoulder, should have done this, whatever they need to do, they didn't do it, so I couldn't do my job. Excuses, they'll end up getting you nowhere. In life or in this game, it's not going to get you anywhere. People that are committed to progress, these people are pretty rare. I mean, a lot of people say, hey, I want to do this, but once push comes to shove, they're not going to do it because they're going to blame someone else for why they couldn't do what they did. But people that are committed to progress, these are the kids that are going to do whatever it takes to reach that goal. They're going to constantly work. What I mean by that is they're going to wake up, first thing they think about is their goal. They're going to go to practice, they're going to work as hard as they can, and they're going to take the advice from the coaches, from players. They're not going to just brush it off. And the most important thing, I think, is visualize your progress. If you don't visualize your progress, then all the hard work you put in, all the days, all the sweat, all the blood, sometimes tears, everything that you put in, if you don't think you can win, if you don't visualize it, it's not going to happen. And also, you need to commit to others and their success. So what I mean by that is you need to watch everyone else that you're playing with, and you need to pick them up when you see them going down, and you need to really help them out, because sometimes that's all someone needs, is someone to believe in. So, all right. I think one of the most important things, and the keys that we'll talk about, is love. At the end of the season, towards the end of the season, I remember Patterson, our huddle during the beginning, you know, he gives a quote and whatnot. He quoted about love. And a lot of us, you know, we laughed and we just thought it's a weird word, but we're all guys here. Why would you say love? But I mean, once you really think about it, now that I'm not, you know, in the program or I play anymore, it was love that made me do a lot of things that I did. Made me push myself as hard as I did. Made me, you know, come back in the summer. Made me come back here, come back to games, because I love you guys. These relationships, they'll last a lifetime. I'm great friends with a lot of you guys. One piece of advice that I give you is enjoy these moments and soak them in. Tonight, when you're out there in the pregame, just look up to the stand. Just enjoy everything that you're out there doing, because these moments, they do pass by really fast, and eventually it's going to be your last play. So soak in, because you're not going to get this feeling all the time that you feel like Friday night. I want to thank you guys for letting me have this amazing opportunity, me and Brock. And I love you boys, and win week.